Hello, everyone. This is Devan Edwards, aka Devan the Connector, connecting you to the knowledge that will empower yourself. I'm actually live right now because I'm just want to share a bit of me doing some training with my team. So I'm literally live right now. So I'm just sharing this with you so you can actually see me live as I'm on my training.
All right, welcome guys to our amazing Wednesday night call that we have each and every Wednesday at 9 p.m.
So I'll block it off until it's my turn, okay?
We're going to hear from the dynamic Mr. Bring some energy and some excitement. I saw him on there. He's probably going to pop back on because we have time. Because we're going to have our amazing trainer, Xavier and the band, who will be coming on here to share with us before he gets on anyway. So you'll have time. So some quick housekeeping and announcements that we're going to have. Remember to promote for this Saturday. It's going to be fire. We're going to have our very own VIP, Mr. Quentin Hayden, is going to be on here to bring the noise this Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. So if you know what you know, have your people on that call. We'll go.
Yes, I'm just blocking off for now until.
Before you wrap that ribbon up, have them people all on your team. So make sure you guys promote big for Saturday. This promotion is going to be going until the 31st, the end of the month, for that price. So this is a great time for those who may or may not have gotten some.
So right now they're just doing some introductions
to join a business and get that off the ground. So that'll be amazing. And make sure you guys are. I know this is time to still making sure you're stepping out of your comfort zone.
Maybe I should have started this live
guys,
a bit more earlier.
They're asking, they're looking. Just have fun with it. And it's like you have people now exactly asking about shakes, asking about this, asking about that. I like that platform much better than I do Facebook and Instagram because at least they interactive. And they ask questions. They may be business people, but they're business-minded people also on that side that wants to connect with you too. So most definitely step out their comfort zone. You gotta act the fool, look the fool. Just have fun while you're doing it. It's okay. It really is okay. You stumble, you fall. It's okay. Erase it. Start all over again. Oh, if it's funny, they like funny stuff too. So if you fall, trip on your face, it's okay. It's going to post it. They like that.
Yeah, so just making some announcements right now.
So just step out of this comfort zone and just get busy, guys. We have to step out here. We got the instructions, got all the things that we need to do. We have to follow them, writing it down, saying that we're going to do it. We have to actually try it. Like those things you do, just try it. That's going to help us go further in the business, with everything else. So get out there, start sharing. Let's see you just cut up and act the food out there and have fun. Show some coffee. Show something.
Show something.
So without further ado, I'm going to make sure we have plenty of time for everybody. I'm excited to see Mr. Dent come and bring the heat. I'm excited to see your face, sir. I'm loving your face. Yes and yes. So, Mr. Devan and Xavier, which one is going up first?
Well, we decided it was gonna be me first, but I kind of felt it should have been Xavier's because of the topics we're covering each. But I'm gonna start. So, yeah.
Well, you got it.
Yeah, that's all right. Because we can just pivot. But yeah, so one thing I just want to say thank you for the allowing us to be on the call again. One thing we was on the GoPro Accelerator call, and on Monday, our coach was Lisa Nichols. And if you don't know Lisa Nichols, she has a book called Abundance Now. She talks about manifestation, all these other things. But for this training in particular, she was talking about limiting beliefs, and she gave it to us. I was like, oh, there was not even enough time to write. But I'm gonna get into it. So one of the things that really stood out to me is with limiting beliefs, you have to ask yourself, are you ready to quit? Like, and that's I say that in the sense that, are you ready to quit that which is not serving you? And are you ready to take the action to do that? Because and people can be, everyone can be real with themselves. You may not be ready in a certain action in your life, but you need to first speak it into existence. And if it's your innate desire, if it's your intention to be ready for that certain breakthrough in your life, then you have to release those limiting beliefs of its possibility. And we must speak what we seek in order to get what we said. Whether it's emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. And one thing she really wanted to touch upon is the 3 ingredients to a breakthrough. And she really meant that, well, in general sense, a breakthrough is a new realization or an awareness. But a true breakthrough comes in 3 forms, and that is irritation, declaration, and surrendered action. So irritation being a conflict between desires and doubts. So, I mean, someone can raise your hand. Like, how many of us have backed away from our conflicts? How many of us backed away from something that's uncomfortable, any discomforts or irritations? Because there's 2 types of energy. There's disagreeable energies and there's agreeable energies. So it's like, okay, in order to make that breakthrough, we need to then identify the challenge. Like, what is the challenge? What is that disagreeable energy that I need to cleanse, adjust, and raise up to the level that I want to be at? And declaration, that's number 2, is there's 2 declarations, and that's I will and I will not. So when people say I will or I will not, that declaration aligns with their reality. So what I mean by that is, if you make this, if you really decide that you will, that has to be followed by some action. Otherwise, you're just going to perpetuate the irritation, and it's going to keep eating you up and keep eating you up. So that's why it's in steps, where when you declare it, you then have to make the action in alignment with that. Otherwise, more blockages than a breakthrough. So, and one thing I personally know is that in psychology, they talk about when in terms of reducing traumas or minimizing traumas, you have to recreate the context in which the trauma took place. So, ask yourself, like, what are the stuff that have really held me back? What am I really traumatic about? What has brought me to this place that's not serving me? All of these different factors. And once you identify that, like once you identify the irritation, you declare that I will not succumb to this conflict. I will not succumb to this, and I will do this and that. So number 3 is surrendered action, and surrendering, well, self-explanatory, surrendering to doing the action of what you willed for yourself, what you decided that you're going to do, what you declared that you're going to do, and surrendering to something that's bigger than you, and really expanding your capacity, because nothing higher can evolve from anything lower. So you have to act on a solution that is higher than the problem. You have to. That's the only way that a leap will be made. And again, this doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens through consistency. And I don't know if you heard on a previous call or maybe one of my videos, I mentioned that true faith comes through confidence, commitment, and consistency. So she even like really reconfirmed something for me, where is that when you're making these breakthrough, if you're missing any one of these ingredients to success, then you're gonna have to rectify that. That's something you're gonna have to identify. And sometimes, and I've been guilty of it. Like we've been comfortable with those conflicts and saying, oh yeah, it's not as bad as it could be. But big or small, we have to conquer them all. You know what I mean? So gather the information that's needed and then implement. Because I'm even just one thing I remember Lisa Nichols said. She said, accept the person you are to and then become the person you want to be. So let's say for me, I have to accept the man I am right now in order to act on the man I must become. So even when I came into this space into personal development, I knew from early that I didn't know what I didn't know. So I'm going to seek what I need to know in order to grow. And I'm willing to go through these hardships. I'm willing to go through what I wasn't taught. And I'm willing to borrow someone's belief in order to then install that belief in myself. So that's one of the things I took from it. And one more thing I'm just gonna touch upon is that by default, we often commit to what is familiar rather than what is not. So it's crazy because we say we want to master a skill, we say we want to do this, but is it familiar? Is it something that you've done before? Oftentimes it's not. So again, be willing, be committed to really to truly, like from within and without, like in your mind and your body, we have to commit to making that breakthrough. And again, it starts with us. It starts with us being vulnerable with ourselves. And more I'm doing that. More and more I'm seeing others doing that. And more I'm realizing that I'm nowhere near where I need to be. And I'm going to be impatient to progress and patient to the success. I know that I have to be patient because that's an ingredient of success. But I'm gonna be impatient because has anyone broken through a wall? Which during war has a tank or whatever broke through a wall just by gliding into the wall? No, they charged at it. So again, you have to get mad, make a decision, get irritated, identify the conflicts between the doubts and your innate desires, make a declaration to rectify that, and then commit to making a surrendered action, an action that is uncomfortable, an action that will grow you, because all knowing is hidden in our personal growth. So thank you for sharing. Xavier, it's up to you. Let's go.
You know, I just realized that we didn't even touch on Eric Worre from last week.
Oh yeah.
The calls are Monday and Friday, and so this call is on Wednesday. So we totally forgot to wrap up Eric Worre. He was talking about overcoming fear last week. But maybe we'll do that a different day. Like the man said, I mean, so many people, like even Dr. Bob was like, Lisa Nichols was his favorite speaker. Like yeah. I had to watch it twice. I watched it that day and I was just laughing because I was like, man, I'm so like she was her speech was so powerful and she was going so fast. People were typing in the comments my head, like they was like, I'm so lost, because she was literally just dropping nuggets the whole call. And Dr. Bob was like, she's my favorite speaker. It was very, very impactful, and I watched it twice. I'm gonna have to watch it again, and my notes look so crazy. I'm gonna try to give you, to try to fill in what the band did. He did a phenomenal job on the three, because she was, on what exactly is the breakthrough. But as far as limiting beliefs, she touched on 5 areas that impact your belief system. Even though she was like, I'm only gonna give you 5 today. It was just. And then she did it in an hour. It was crazy. But yeah, so she said that she believes that action is the prescription for success. she was like, you can.
So yeah, that's a snippet of our team training call. Thank you for tuning in. This is Devan Edwards, aka Devan the Connector, connecting you to the knowledge that will empower yourself. Take care and have a nice evening.